This story changes, you know. Starts off with, who's Jesus? And then, who's Peter? And then, what are we charged to do? That's the logic of the story, right? Logic. But Peter kind of, in a way, gets Jesus wrong, because Jesus says, who am I? And Peter says, well, you're the Messiah. But in the beginning, he had the idea of a Messiah being a ruler, like a Roman emperor. You know, swords and police and military, all of that. And Jesus was going to lead an army to throw the Romans out. And Jesus says, no. And Peter kind of gets the idea. And then Jesus starts to say, who are you, Peter? You're going to be the rock on what I build a church. Now, this is a really interesting point here, because there's always this battle between Peter and between Jesus, between Paul. Always this kind of battle of who's the leader. So here Matthew is trying to say, look, Peter's the real leader, because Peter's more Jewish than the Jewish Paul, if you get what I mean. But what are we all charged to do? What does he say to Peter? He says, do what I do. Walk on a parallel path to me. And then Peter, all those who follow you are called to walk on the parallel path with me. And what's that parallel path? Loving, compassion, healing, forgiveness, all of those sorts of things. All of the things we don't want to do to those people who are different to us. You know, it's easy to do it to the people who are part of us, you know. So much easier to forgive. Sometimes it's so much easier to forgive family members than others outside. Not all the time. But it forces us to live a life of forgiveness and sharing with one another. And often that's what we don't want to do, but that's what leads to a better world. Amen.